Thank you for listening to Lone Star Community Radio. This program was broadcasted and recorded live from the LSCR studios in downtown Conroe, Texas. Lone Star Community Radio is supported by listeners like you. Donate and sponsor today. For more information on getting involved with Lone Star Community Radio, contact us at lscrstudios@gmail.com or visit us online at www.irlonestar.com.
Thank you so much for joining us for Library Tea Time, where information is always brewing. I'm Brandy, and this is Mandy. Library Tea Time is sponsored by the Montgomery County Memorial Library System Friends of the Library groups. Thank you, friends, for all that you do.
Yes, thank you, friends. We are so grateful for our friends. Today's guest for Library Tea Time is all the way from our East County Library, RB Tullis Library. This is Branch Manager Tina Russell.
Hi.
Welcome, Tina.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you for coming. So, Tina, we really just want to know everything, all about you.
About me.
Yes, all the good stuff.
How long have you been with MCMLS?
Just about 6 years. It'll be 6 years in August that I've been with MCMLS. I was previously with Harris County.
Okay. And all 6 years as a branch manager?
Yes, I've been at Tullis the whole
okay.
time.
Wow.
Nice. So, Brandy's been with MCMLS for a while, and I'm the newbie. So it's always nice for me to learn new things about, Brandy tells me all the things, but it's nice to hear them.
It's a huge responsibility.
All right. So what are some of your hobbies? Like, do you have summer plans besides summer reading? We all know that we're super busy.
It's all summer reading.
So
right
should
now.
I say, do you have plans after summer reading?
Well, hobbies wise, I'm a knitter.
Okay.
Been knitting for a few years. I like to paint. I'm not very good at it, but I like to paint.
That's all that matters.
Mm-hmm. Play with my kitties.
Okay.
Travel when I get the opportunity and have the money.
Mm-hmm.
So this fall, my parents and I always go to Galveston for my mother's birthday, so that'll be coming up. And
Nice.
Very nice.
Yeah. All right. So knitting, like I can crochet a bit. I'm left-handed, so and nobody else in my family is, besides my brother who could care less about crochet. So, like I've had to teach myself, and I can't follow a pattern. So, do you do the same thing with knitting? Like, do you follow a pattern? And
oh yes, I have to have a pattern.
Is it easier to do because you use both hands? Correct.
Yes.
Okay, I might have to try it. I don't know. Probably I'd end up with like the knitting.
There's
needles
still
in my hair.
backwards things with being left-handed though.
Yeah.
They're complicated. Don't ask me to teach you. I've tried to teach one left-handed person and it did not work out. But YouTube is your friend. Just Google left-handed knitting. I'm sure
Yeah.
lots of it.
Yes, that's true. That's what librarians do. We Google.
Yes.
Not really. All right. So you are from our RB Tullis branch library in New Caney. Can you tell us exactly where it's located?
We're right where 59 and 99 meet each other. We're next door to the New Caney High School across the freeway from Valley Ranch.
Awesome. Yeah. So there's like a beautiful fountain and a pond.
We're very fortunate. We have a very beautiful location.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
you do.
you really
It is
do.
really lovely. And the architecture of that building is very unusual and very, very pretty. The last time that Mandy and I visited, we were admiring all kinds of things. You even have really nice furniture at that branch.
Yeah.
What beautiful furniture. Oh my gosh. It kind of, it has a lot of bends and turns in the hallways.
It's a very curvy building.
It is a
hard
curvy.
pressed to find a straight wall in there.
Yeah, no, not allowed. But yes, it is very, very beautiful inside. And you get all the elements. You get all the glass and the trees and the water. But the best thing of all is the staff members.
Yes, we do have a wonderful staff at Tullis.
So how many staff members do you have?
Currently have 22, and we've got 2 positions open, so we'll have 24. 2 of those are brand new positions.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
We're growing in response to the community growing.
Yes, absolutely. East County is growing quickly. Yeah.
Yes. And I understand you have some very, very new and small staff members, and they go by the names of Taco and Cheese.
Our ducks. We do have the pond out in front of the building, and we get sometimes just migratory ducks, and then Taco and Cheese showed up about a year or two ago, and they like to come and sit outside the windows of the story time room during story time so they can be admired, and they like to chase people around demanding their peas and carrots.
Yes. I was working at Tullis during the hurricane, the last one, Beryl.
Yes.
And we had it opened up for a cooling station. And I'm like, why are there ducks at the front door?
They were wondering where their snacks had been for the past few
Taco
days.
and cheese.
Oh my goodness.
That's cute.
A special element to story times.
Yeah.
Live critters.
All right. So in addition to Taco and Cheese, what technology do you have available for our patrons at the Tullis branch?
So we have our public computers, so you can access the internet, you can use Word, any of the Microsoft Office suite products. You know, if you need to do a resume, job searching, school projects, we have that. We do also have a scanner with our copy machine. We do photocopies, scanning.
You have study rooms?
We do have study rooms. We also have a conference and a meeting room that are available for groups.
Awesome. Okay. And you guys have a pretty large computer lab, don't you? No?
About 10 computers in our
Okay.
computer
Mhm.
lab. Most of
Okay.
our public computers are out on the floor.
And like regular computer classes?
Yes, we do have regular computer classes.
Awesome. Cool. Okay, so back to you. Back to you, Tina. What is your favorite part about working in the library?
Oh, I think it's just building connections with the families and the people that use the library.
Yeah.
When I started out as a librarian, I was a children's librarian,
Okay.
and there's nothing more magical than watching children grow up in front of your eyes and being
Right.
a part of that.
Mhm.
And so I really like those relationships you build.
Yeah, that is fun. You know, we're all have a children's librarian
We do.
backgrounds. And
We do.
It's our favorite part.
Yes.
Really.
Yes. Absolutely. The children's people are magical.
You have to be.
You do. But Mandy and I love doing story times even
Mhm.
now when we do our story times on the go for, groups that are in the community. We do partner with HEB from time to time and do one in the store. And it just feels normal again to do that little part that we miss a little bit. But we love doing public relations, I promise you.
All right. So we have lots of things happening right now because it's in the middle of summer reading. We have survived half, and we're going in to July.
Yes.
And so many things have happened. I know that we are getting up there in our numbers, and we'll talk about that later. But we really want to showcase all the things that are happening right now.
Mhm.
So if you want to come join us at any of our libraries, especially Tullis, you can go to countylibrary.org and look at our events calendar. And I think it's still events calendar. And then you can go and there's a new aspect where you can tether it down. That's not the right word.
Well, it has a drop down
Shimmy
menu.
it down.
Mhm.
Central or Tullis.
Yes.
Select your
and then
location.
Yes.
Select your location. Words are fun.
Yes.
And then the next one is like what type of event you're looking for.
Mhm.
And then I forget the other one. I don't know. Anyway, but our website's changing
Yes.
as we go. We're trying to revamp it and make it a little bit more user friendly. So keep an eye on that. But anyway,
Mhm.
countylibrary.org, you go to our events calendar, and then you can look at your location that's closest to you and just find all the amazing events that are happening near you for the month of July. So Brandy, do you want to tell us some about
I do.
some events?
I am excited to tell you all about this wonderful presenter that is coming to the Stewart West branch, which is out at our Montgomery location, on July the 23rd at 10 a.m. It is Lucas Miller The Singing Zoologist.
Ooh.
That's fun.
Wow.
So what's a singing zoologist?
So I'm kind of thinking that, as I recall, what he does is he does story times regarding animals, but he turns the text into songs is kind of what he does. And it's very interesting. I was thinking maybe that those little ducks at the windows would really enjoy it because they would really feel part of the party.
Yeah. Aww.
They really should, you should take them out to West and let them enjoy it.
They have a pond at West too.
They do. They do. No, not that they're trying to run away, but but just remember that we have a term that we use in library world called branch hopping. And certainly just because there's we did coin it. And just because there's a program going on at the Montgomery Stewart West branch doesn't mean that you can't go to other branches to their programs and vice versa. So we want you to attend as many as you possibly can. And that is a great place to start.
Mm-hmm.
Our current location, let me say, for the South Regional branch, that's the one that's on Lake Robbins Drive next door to the Cynthia Woods Mitchell Pavilion. They are having something that's very unusual toward the end of the month on July the 24th at 2:00 in the afternoon. It's called Fort Building and Read-In. And they're going to provide everything for the building. So you don't need to bring any kind of building materials. But I understand they'll have blankets and such.
Oh, blankets. I was thinking like stacks of books and then we could hide in them.
Well, you never know. You got to anchor the blanket with something. I'm not helping.
See all the librarians frowning.
Like, what are you
Mostly,
doing,
no, the
books?
circulation staff frowning.
Oh, seriously. They have to check
Shelvers.
it all back in. Yes. But that seems like a really, really fun event. And I encourage anyone who's interested to go ahead and bring along a great book or to check one out when you're there and go ahead and participate in that because South will not be at that location whole lot longer.
Mm-hmm. They're getting a new building.
Yes, they are. It is a huge thing, too. I know lots of people are super excited across the system, but also, on the patron side in the neighborhoods. I know people ask me all the time, when is the new building going to be built? So it's touch and go as far as the date. But I would say that very soon after summer reading concludes, which is on July the 26th, the South Branch will very, very shortly close at that point because they have to transition over to the new building.
Right. Yeah. And so at that point, when South closes its doors, Mitchell is very glad to help our patrons. Yes. And there'll be more information about that as we get closer on our Facebook page. So if you don't follow us, go ahead and follow us on Facebook. South Branch has its own page, and our MCMLS Montgomery County Memorial Library System page will also have the information as well.
Yes. Yes.
All right. So Metter, our library in Willis, on, let's see, July 7th, we'll have an adult pressed flower resin coaster craft. That's a lot of words.
Yes.
So I haven't tried. My daughter's tried to work with the resin stuff, and we're not patient enough. So I'm like, is it time? Can we? And she made us all one, and then she made a really large one, and then she set it up, and it kind of just dripped down because we didn't wait for it to dry. So I don't know. That should be fun though.
Yeah, sounds like a great idea.
Yeah. And then our genealogy department in our central branch here in Conroe will have on July 12th, it's a Saturday, a Texas Blues music event where an author, Coy Prather, will come in and talk to you about Tex Alexander and his impact on Texas blues music. So that's pretty cool.
It is. It is.
Do you know who Tex Alexander is? Anybody?
No, not familiar. A local, maybe?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know.
We'll have to go.
I'm not sure. Sounds like fun, though.
Yeah.
There's something very interesting coming to Magnolia. They are going to be having on July the 3rd at 4 o'clock in the afternoon a big canvas painting craft for teens. And a little birdie told me that there may be a program just prior to the 4 o'clock program for adults.
Tweet, tweet.
Also, yes, a big canvas. Now, I can just see all of these people in the community showing up, with this huge canvas and trying to get it in. It would be like some kind of a scene out of the Lucy show or something, getting the big canvas into the doors of the library. But no, I don't think you have to do that. I think that you can show up and the materials will be there and you will just be able to sit back and enjoy yourself. Now, there's that old saying about waiting for paint to dry. You may have to sit around for a little bit because somebody's got to carry that big canvas out of the library. So I'm wondering if we're going to have any stories about how that's going to happen.
Maybe.
That might be kind of interesting.
They most definitely can't be Lucy and Ethel because that's us.
No, that's true. Yes, yes. Those are our monikers to some degree. Yes, they are. And so if you can't make it out to that program, or even if you can, make sure that you're aware that the central branch of our system is having a summer docuseries. And during the week of July the 11th, which at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, on that particular day, they're having something called the Orange Years, the Nickelodeon story.
It's a documentary that they're showing.
Yes, yes. And that's just part, again, I understand that's part of the series.
Yes, so every Friday they show a different documentary.
Yes.
And you can check obviously on countylibrary.org at our events calendar and see which documentary that they're showing.
Right. And I understand that one's going to be kind of interesting because they're kind of going to delve into the people responsible, the creators and the writers for Nickelodeon.
Yeah, the actors too.
So that's
might be nostalgic for some of us.
It might be very nostalgic. Oh, I know. That's a program that could be quite interesting. One of the things, though, that I know everybody's aware of already, do you know that the Mitchell branch is turning 20 this year?
Yeah.
I know.
Happy birthday.
That's just aging because 2005 just wasn't that long ago when it opened. And I was looking at some pictures in some of our scrapbooks of when George P. Mitchell was there, for the opening and the ribbon cutting. And, some of our librarians that were there that day are still working there now.
Wow.
And I know. And Miss Shelley is one of them.
Yep,
Yes,
Miss Shelley's the children's librarian.
She absolutely is. And it must be kind of bittersweet for her because bless his heart, he's not with us. And it would be so wonderful if he could be, because he would see that it's thriving and doing so well.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. That is, there's going to be, to celebrate that 20th birthday anniversary, a birthday bash on July the 24th at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, I think everybody is welcome. They're having cupcakes. I'm sure they'll have some sort of drink.
Sure.
I think we're going to try to make it out, Brandy.
Absolutely. I mean, I want to go.
I know that we have an HEB story time that morning, but we'll swing by Mitchell and have us a cupcake.
It's just going to be that kind of day.
Yay!
Story time in the morning and a party in the afternoon.
It's always party time, Brandy.
PR is sweet.
All right. As always, story times and baby and me classes are usually around 10 a.m. at all of your branches. Make sure you catch one of those if you have a little. Also, try to go to some of our family place time.
It is. Ultimately.
At Mitchell and Metter, Mitchell in the Woodlands and Metter at Willis. They have little areas within the library, the children's section, that are just perfect for our littles to play and you to engage with your kiddos. So make sure you don't miss out on that.
Absolutely.
And they're there all the time.
Yes.
Not just for summer reading.
Right. And you don't have to, sign up or do anything like that special. Just show up and have a great time.
Yeah.
We have a play area at Tullis as well.
Oh, yes, you
Yes.
do.
That is also year round.
Nice. Okay.
Toys and puzzles and
Yes. Y'all have a fun little area over there. I think there's like a light table. I was playing with it.
Yeah, there's a light table.
last
That's
time.
always a big hit
Yes.
with everyone. And the dinosaurs.
Yes. And y'all have a really nice story area. And then obviously the view of taco and cheese.
Yes.
Yes. Taco and cheese know it. That's why they're there.
Yes.
So make sure that you visit the events calendar at countylibrary.org for more information about programs offered at a library near you. All links to information for today's show can be found in the show description.
That's right. All right. So we're going to go ahead and take a little short break, and we'll be right back with Library Tea Time and Brandy's Brain Buster.
Oh, my goodness.
Do-do-do-do.
Montgomery County Memorial Library System has 7 branches across the county. Visit one near you to obtain a free library card. For more information about this and free events offered, visit our website at countylibrary.org. We'll see you at the library.
All right, welcome back to Library Tea Time. So during the break, Richard looked up Tex Alexander, and he's got some information for us because I didn't know who Tex Alexander was. I mean, obviously he's got an impact on Texas blues music.
Absolutely.
And you know, our genealogy department's going to do a little spotlight on him, but Richard knows some information.
Oh, I thought you were going to say I know him.
No,
No.
he doesn't know him.
Like, whoa. No, probably the most fascinating tidbit I've found, besides it's not how he died, but where he's buried. He's buried in Richards, Texas, here in Montgomery County.
Okay. Well, that would make sense why genealogy wants to highlight him.
But he's been playing. He didn't play an instrument. He was just a voice. And he played around New York, San Antonio, Fort Worth, all around Texas with some really famous other Texas musicians, too.
Okay.
So, like Lightning Hopkins, I don't know if you ever heard of him. He's probably one of like the top guitarists ever.
Okay.
And then also he played with Blind Lemon Jefferson, who's like the king, who's considered the king of Texas blues.
Oh, wow.
So,
okay.
and I'm not sure if he was really blind. But one thing that I do love about that era of blues is just the names that people get.
Yes.
Mhm.
And then
Maybe he just played his instrument with his eyes closed.
well, I have no idea because this is like in the early 20s, like the 1910s.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Texas Alexander was his real name, or real birth name was Alger, Alger, Alger.
Mhm.
Okay.
I don't know how to pronounce that.
Mhm. French.
But he went by Texas.
Okay.
Cool.
Like full name Texas.
Nice.
Not just Tex.
Texas.
Texas Alexander.
All right.
So
Okay. Well, thank you, Richard. All right. So to find out more about Texas Alexander, definitely go to our genealogy event, and it is on. Let me check.
I can help you with that.
Okay, July 12th
Yes, at 11 a.m.
at 11 a.m.
Genealogy Center located inside the central branch of the library system.
That's right, here in Conroe.
Yes, it is.
Awesome. Brandy, do you know what time it is? It's time for your brain buster,
Oh
Brandy.
my goodness. Is it that time again? Oh, the pressure.
I know.
Trying not to disappoint. So here's the big question.
Are you ready, Tina?
Ready?
I guess
Get your
so.
brain going.
All right. Okay. Can anyone tell me what is the oldest public continuously run library in the whole state of Texas?
Okay, so I'm going to take a guess, just because it's a really pretty library and I want to go inside. The Fredericksburg Public Library. Is that what it's called? I don't know if that's what it's called.
That's a really good guess.
It's a beautiful building. And every time we go to Fredericksburg, I want to go inside.
Mm-hmm. And I personally thought it was the downtown location off McKinney Street of the Idison, the Julia Idison, I believe it is, library. You know, they use that as a venue, like for weddings and receptions and such.
Mhm.
That is absolutely gorgeous, but parking's a nightmare at that one. So, but no, it wasn't either one. Does anybody else want to take a guess?
I have no idea for Texas.
So,
Richard, you know?
Richard?
No.
I think it's kind of hard to make a guess since Texas has been around for so long.
That's true.
And so when people say like public library, it could mean a completely different thing when Texas was its own state.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, oh, the first person to put up a mailbox library is considered a public
Ooh,
library,
okay.
right?
Yeah, I mean, you could take
So
it to that,
continuously
too.
ran, though.
Yes.
So-
Well, then, yeah, I mean, there's some weird towns in Texas.
There
that
are.
There's
There
like
are.
3 people still living there, and
Exactly.
we're keeping this library going.
That's true.
The oldest public continuously run library in the whole state of Texas is, ta-da, the Rosenberg Library in Galveston, Texas.
It's pretty.
Yes, it's a beautiful building. And actually, they have been open since 1904.
Wow.
So after the big hurricane, but not too much after. And it is quite impressive. You know, I go down to Galveston pretty often, and I am thinking I have not taken the time to go through there and just have a quick look see.
Yeah.
I'm thinking maybe I can do that when my daughter visits in July.
Yeah. Yes.
Mhm.
I'm actually going to go later this week to pick up my kiddo from a camp down there.
Mhm.
And we're going to, take some time and explore. That might be fun.
Mhm.
I'm going to have my mom with me. So maybe she'll go with me. I know when I have my husband with me, he's like, can't you just leave work at work? But maybe she'll go with me. That would be fun to see. And I'll have to send pictures and then, or take pictures. Then we can talk about it next show.
I think that's a wonderful idea.
No, I really have to go.
Yes, yes. Beautiful building, and can't wait to see all they offer.
Awesome. Okay. So I know we skipped this last time. But I'm getting you this time.
Uh-oh.
What are we reading? Book talk me.
Well, I hate to admit it, I'm still working on my project 333. So, yes, I know I mentioned it last time. I haven't been able to dedicate quite as much time because we've been super busy at work.
Yeah.
But yes, I'm still working on it. It's all about, choosing 33 items to keep in your wardrobe and only work off those 33 items for 3 months and see how it goes.
Oh gosh, that
So
sounds like a
yes.
horror story. to me.
No, it's not a horror story. It makes selection so much easier, and it de-stresses you because
That
you don't
stresses
have to
me
worry about
out.
what you're wearing. See, that kind
No.
of thing. What are you reading, Mandy?
You remembered to ask
I
me.
remember everything. I just have you fooled most of the time.
Well, let's let Tina go first, and then I'll talk about mine.
okay.
Tina, what are you currently reading?
I just finished up a novel called "This Book Will Bury Me." It's by Ashley Winsett, who's actually a Houston author. I met her at the book festival there in the Woodlands that we're usually a part of.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah.
We even made her a library card that day.
Oh,
Yay.
nice.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
French thrillers. So.
Okay.
I like thrillers.
So it's a thriller, and it's called what again?
This Book Will Bury Me.
So would you recommend it?
It's not my favorite of hers, but if you're into true crime, because
Okay.
it centers around a group of true crime aficionados that like to. They're part of a website that try to solve crimes and help the
Mhm.
police and get tangled up in a murder case.
Oh, okay.
So-
Fancy.
So good summer read for vacation.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a brand new book.
Yes. Oh,
yeah,
good.
it just came out.
Nice. All
Mhm.
right. Am I wasting my breath? Did you read
Uh-oh.
anything?
Actually, I'm rereading. The
Okay.
book.
Okay.
A new video game came out that centers around the Dune universe.
Yes.
Mhm.
And it's very lore specific.
Uh-huh.
And so it got me in the mood when they started saying certain words. I was like, I forgot who that character was. Who's that? And so I started rereading the Dune
Nice.
series. And
Okay.
I'm on Children of Dune right now. So I've been going pretty hard at night, just trying to catch up. 'Cause
So sci-fi.
sci-fi, yes.
Okay.
It's a wonderful book. So
I might have to try that. I like sci-fi. I like fantasy. I'm not a fan of thrillers.
did you ever see the newer movies?
I haven't.
So if you watch those and you somewhat like the whole thing,
Mhm.
then you're going to love the books because the books go more deeper into the whole aspect of the world and things like that.
Okay.
And one thing that's really interesting that I found about the Dune series was Frank Herbert wrote it. And then his son, Brian, after he died, started writing books. So there's a big division among the fans of what's
Mhm.
true lore and what is fan fiction. Because can your son really be a fan fiction writer? It's kind of
Yeah.
strange, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I always like that predicament when people talk about writers and writing stories.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
interesting.
So
It
because
is.
he wrote like 20 books, opposed to his dad's writing. I think there's only 5 books total.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Well, I don't know. Richard, you better watch it. We might snag you for a book club.
There you go.
at the
Well,
library.
I'm a big sci-fi guy. I like that kind of stuff.
Book club featuring Richard.
Love it.
Yeah. All right. So I'm excited because my book club finally picked my book. Yay. Everybody, I've been reading psychological thrillers and mysteries, and that's fine. Like I used to be into that, and now like I'm not. Like I've got enough going on, you know? I'm good. So the book I picked was actually recommended to me by one of our librarians, and it is called A Court This Cruel and Lovely, and it's a romantasy. But they
That's
wrote
a new term.
well, it's like 500 and something pages.
Oh my goodness, you better
Um,
be in love with it.
Yeah, they were like, Mandy, it's 500 and something pages, and I was like, that's nothing for me, but you know. So they always pick on me because I read so many books, but that's my hobby. That's what I do. I can't play an instrument. I cannot sing. I try.
That's not true.
She
can sing.
I can't, do other. I like to draw. I like to paint. I'm not sure if it's that, great, but I like to read books. That's what I do. I don't even watch TV very much. So now I'll have to make time and watch Dune, and then I'll have to, or read the book first. Which one? Which one do you recommend?
I don't really know, to be honest, because I read the books back when I was like I was like 15, so I don't really know. The movies are just fun, like they're
Right.
really well made, so it's kind of hard. And there's only one couple changes that aren't like catastrophes, but I don't really know, to be honest, because
Okay.
the books are very heavily detailed.
Oh, yes, and that's why I like the books.
Mhm.
But if the movie is really good, I don't know. What do you guys suggest? Like, do you suggest, because there are a ton of books that, are made into movies. What do you suggest? Movie first, book first?
I'm always a book first.
Of
person.
course, of course.
Yes. Well, I mean, there's always, because of editing and all that, I mean, there's usually, a lot more detail in the books, and then it's up to the producer and the director if they're going to cut certain things
Yeah.
out. So, yeah, I would say read the book first.
All
Sure.
right. Challenge accepted.
I'm sure. I don't really know. It's hard. I mean, I like the movies so much, but then
I don't know. I'll probably end up watching the movie first.
Yeah,
Just to-
that's just you just get the gist of it,
Right.
and then
Mhm.
the books just go way into it. It's kind of like when people tell you they read the Bible, but then like, how did you read the whole thing? Because it's too much information.
Right,
Mhm.
It's,
right.
It's way too much.
Mhm.
But that's similar. It's kind of like Tolkien's kind of stuff.
Yes.
Very
okay.
similar to that.
Okay.
And like Isaac Asimov's Foundation, it's just too much
I
information.
bet my son-in-law would love it.
But
Maybe we'll read that together. All right. Cool. Thanks, Richard.
cool.
So I'll put that on my list after I read this 500-page book. Anyway, all right. So each show we try to feature a library resource that sweetens your tea.
Can't wait for
I
the
like
one
the
this
sweet tea.
month.
All right. So last show we talked about Hoopla. Hoopla is all about the hoopla. It is an all-in-one app that provides access to more than 1.5 million ebooks, audiobooks, movies, music, and TV. So it's a really cool app. You can access it free with your Montgomery County Library card. This show's resource, which you can find at countylibrary.org, go to online resources. This is the part that's changed a little bit with our website. Online resources and then databases. And then, of course, it's alphabetical. A to Z databases is what we're talking about today. So A to Z databases is a marketing database, a directory that allows you to look up and research jobs, mailing list, sales leads, find your friends or relatives. It's an interesting database. So I was messing around with it. A friend of mine actually called me and she was like, have you messed with A to Z databases? And I was like, not really. Like, I know we have it. I know what it's for, but I haven't really messed around with it.
Right.
Which we probably should do since we're public relations. Anyways.
We should know all these things.
So I started messing around with it. And of course it allows you to look for jobs, a job search. But it also has like a little thing where you can like look people up. And I know where Brandy lives. I'm joking. I know where she lives.
I got
anyway.
news for you, Mindy. It's okay if you know where I live.
Yes. So really, it's like a almost like the Yellow Pages if we all still got a phone book.
Yes.
It
has an incredible, I can't emphasize that enough, an incredible amount of information. But it is a really good resource. In particular for someone that is starting a business.
Right.
Because whatever, community or target area that you have in mind for your business, you want to tailor it to that, you can certainly narrow it down a whole lot by consulting this resource.
Yeah, it's got like demographic stats and,
Yes.
property values and
Yes.
all sorts of things on A to Z databases.
I'm definitely going to have a quick look see.
Well, I fell down the rabbit hole.
Yeah, it's easy to do once you get in there. But like you said, a lot of people are just not aware of it yet.
Right.
So that's why we are definitely highlighting this one at this time.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we've got a ton of databases available to our patrons. A lot of them are just free to use, and a lot of them do require a Montgomery County Library card. But just a lot of really great things that are available to the public, and you just don't know about them unless somebody tells you about it. So that's our job.
Can I ask a question?
Yep.
Yes.
So with the tea time being on for over, 6 months.
Yeah.
Who chooses these programs? Because this is the most random thing I would think a library would have, but it makes total sense to have the A to Z database search.
Right.
So all these really cool things that are free with your library card, like who decides this is what this library needs?
Right. So I think that now we've had A to Z databases as long as I've been a part of.
Yeah, that's what.
As long as I've been there, as I recall.
So I'm assuming that it's probably our director, our assistant director. I know that we take opinions from the public. So a lot of our DRS, our digital resource specialists, will, say like, this is what I think we need. I know I've brought my experience from the school. Like, this is what we use at the school. These are some resources that are used. Just us talking to the community, they're like, do you have this? Do you have that? A lot of our surrounding public libraries have certain things. I don't know. It's just, it's really cool.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's just, no one really thinks about that kind of stuff. And then it's like, oh, well, we've always had that, you idiot. And it's
that's the whole thing. The PR department is relatively new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that was the idea behind forming the department in the first place, because a lot of the word was just, certain, if you were a library card holder, you might be aware of it, but getting it out there, in, different platforms, that's where they came up with the idea to add a PR team.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. All the stuff that's available to everybody.
Yes.
We
go out there and we talk to people, even if we're just signing them up for library cards at events. They'll say, do you have this or whatever? And we start trying to tell them everything we have. We have little brochures that, they can take with them so they don't forget what we tell them, that kind of thing. But they'll always say to us, we never knew you had all this.
Yeah. I mean, every episode I learn something new.
There you go.
That's good.
Yay.
But I just always think about, whoever's making the decision, hey, we need to keep A to Z database. How many people really use it?
Right.
But then when people use it, they use it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause
Yeah.
that's-
Yeah, of course we we pull reports on what's being used and what's not being used, and constantly every year when budget comes, we try to, we
Evaluate.
either get rid of what's not being used, add new.
I feel like I could be a PI
Yeah.
and just go use the AZ data.
It's really nosy.
Yeah, it is.
That's amazing.
It's got a lot of information.
It's a little
in it.
scary.
A little bit, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I kind of want to go look myself up now.
Yep, you should.
Definitely.
You should totally do it.
I think we all have. I mean, just out of curiosity.
And Richard can because he has a Montgomery County Library card.
Oh, I'm telling
That's
you.
true. It's in my wallet.
Oh my
Mm.
goodness.
All right. So to find A to Z databases, again, you can go to countylibrary.org, go to online resources, click on databases, and then it's alphabetical. So it's going to be up there in the A's. While you're there, check out all of our other databases and, download Hoopla and watch all the Hoopla.
Sounds like a plan.
All right. So summer reading, like we said, is an important part of our summer at MCMLS, and we're right here, right in the middle of it. And we've gotten, Brady, I think the last time we did a count, close to 5,000 readers, 4,000-ish readers.
And over 12,000 books read.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
we're up there, and it's just the middle of summer reading, and you can still sign up for summer reading with our Reader Zone app. We'll go over Reader Zone in a minute. We did catch up with Miss Megan. She's from our Tullis branch over there with Tina. She's a children's librarian and really fun.
Lots of fun.
And she's a duck mom.
Yes, she is. She has her own little farm.
3 new ones just hatched out this
Oh
week.
my goodness. I
Yeah.
don't think we knew that when we were there last week talking to her.
Yeah, so we do have a fun little video of Miss Megan talking to us about what has been happening and what is to come at the Tullis Library.
We're here with Miss Megan. Miss Megan, hello. And I'm Miss Brandy. And we are at the Tullis branch of our wonderful library system over off of Interstate 59 and 99. And we are absolutely thrilled to be here. I was wondering, Miss Megan,
Yes.
how long have you worked for our library system?
So I have worked total together approximately 10 to 11 years. I started as a shelver, and then I was a children's assistant. I became a librarian and came back here and been here ever since.
Miss Megan is a phenomenal librarian. We are so fortunate to have her. Miss Megan, can you tell me what your favorite thing about working for the Montgomery County Library System is?
I would have to say it's getting to be a part of the community that I grew up in. I have seen past classmates come in with their children. I have seen children come in from when they were babies, and now they're in college. It's just great to get to watch the community grow and get to be a part of Montgomery County.
And so it's such an exciting time of year that we were able to come over and meet you. It is
Summer reading.
And can you tell us a little about the programs that you have going on here at the Tullis branch?
Of course. So we love to keep some of our popular programs from the regular year, our Lapsit, preschool and toddler story times, bilingual story time. We also host our Pokemon Club and Lego Club, which are huge hits. as well as Crafternoon. But we also like to invite other performers from outside, and we've already had 2 really wonderful performances and so many more to come.
I saw that everything is so decorated outside. It is amazing how talented everyone that works at this branch is. Can you tell us a little bit about some of those performers?
I can. So our theme this summer is Color Our World. So I have a very talented staff here. We did a lot of great decorations, and we're also bringing in those outside performers to show off some of those fun things. Different colors of animals from our learning zoo to the different fireworks and chemistry displays we've already had from the Houston Museum of Natural Science. And in the future, we'll have John O'Brien, a famous magician, Shelley McBubbles, another wonderful performer, as well as some DIY programs from us here where you can create your own book bag. That's for the whole family. And that one's a good come and go. Sand art, another fun come and go. That one I feel like is a yearly must. I know I have a collection from over the years of all the creations I've made.
That's Wolf Art Lodge that does the sand art programs.
That's correct.
Right?
Yes.
They are terrific.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that it's very easy to access where all of these programs are because, you know, there's a lot of people in the community.
Right.
They do what we call branch hopping.
Yep.
And they enjoy some programs over at one branch, but everybody wants to make sure they stop by the Tullis branch. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Where can they find that information, Miss Megan?
It's a wonderful question. So yes, we love to have people from all over the county. If you would like to find out about our programs, other branches, if you go to countylibrary.org, you can select the events calendar. You can sort by our different branches. Again, we're the RB Tullis branch here in New Caney. But there's so many wonderful branches throughout the county and so many different experiences available. We also have an event calendar you can pick up here at our library as well. Just stop by our children's desk.
All right. Well, I have really enjoyed visiting with you.
Same.
And I know it is going to be an incredible Color Our World summer at the RB Tullis branch.
Oh, for sure. We can't wait to see what else is happening this summer. We have a lot more fun in the next month and a half.
Sounds like fun. See you at the Tullis Library.
All right. Miss Megan's the best.
Absolutely.
She's
It was so
fun.
much fun spending time with her. She's so creative.
Yeah,
She is.
and Tullis is looking great.
You.
The artwork's
Yes.
incredible on everything.
I love the crayons.
Mm-hmm.
Those are Megan.
That's
Yes.
Yes.
To those of you who haven't had a moment to go over to the Tullis branch yet, they actually have pillars inside the library that they have wrapped that say Tullis instead of like blue, green, red on them.
clever. Or Crayola.
Yeah, or Crayola. And they are absolutely amazing
Yeah.
looking. I mean, the work and the desk. Oh my gosh. The desk in children's, it looks like somebody like poured cans of paint over the edge of it. And it's all paper. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
Very creative,
Very-
talented staff.
and very
They love
talented.
to decorate.
Oh, it's amazing. I was very impressed.
My favorite part every time I go over there is you guys always make a little person and then put it behind the front desk where you check out. And this time they're like little Lego people.
They're like Lego minifigures.
Yeah, but they're all personalized. They look like you. I always try to like, where's Tina? Okay, where's Megan?
Yes.
It is a lot
So
of fun.
yeah,
Really cute. Make sure you look when you're checking out your next read.
yeah, it's
really
fun over
cute.
there at Tullis.
It is.
So you should totally go for some summer reading over there. Tina, tell us what's going on for summer reading in July.
So much. Programs for all ages, from babies up to adults. For our teens, we've got a henna workshop coming up on the 3rd of July. Pet therapy, some therapy dogs are coming to
Okay.
visit the library, and that's a teen program as well. There's going to be an Uno tournament and all sorts of fun things going on. And for our adults, we've got, of course, our normal computer classes that we have year round. And but we're also going to be having ancestry.com programs, using another resource that the library provides.
Yes.
Learning how to use that. We have book clubs, including our romance book club that we have that's fairly new. There's adult crafts, our adult writers group. We have mahjong every Friday.
I heard that's very popular.
Yes. That's a relatively new program, but it has just taken off.
Yes.
The monthly adult coloring is another program that's just really a lot of fun, and a lot of people are coming too.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Yeah, they have a good time in there.
Anything else as far as July goes? Any fun children's programs?
Right, we have Shelley McBubbles coming to do
Oh,
the Big
my
Bubble
goodness.
program.
Oh yes, Megan talked about Shelley McBubbles.
Yes, we
Yes.
did. She is one of my favorites.
It's always a lot
She's
of
so
fun.
energetic, and I just love the idea that she can place a child inside a bubble.
I know, that's always a big hit.
I know. No one ever believes it until they see it. It's just amazing.
A lot of fun. John O'Brien's Magic Show is coming.
He's incredible as always.
Yes,
Mhm.
it's always a big draw. And both of those programs are so popular that we have two of them back to back so
Yeah.
that we can try to get as many people in
And
as
do you have to
possible.
register for those programs?
Don't register for the programs, but we do give out free tickets 15 minutes before the program.
Okay, so like
Because
first come,
of
first serve.
control. Yes, first come,
Okay.
first served.
Right.
Because we can only put so many people in
Right.
the room.
Just due to room capacity.
Yes,
That's all
that's
it is.
all.
But those are wonderful programs. All the programs are wonderful, but those two, I definitely have a soft spot in my heart for.
Always a big fun.
Yes.
And another all ages one we're going to have is they're coming out to talk about beach combing for fossils in Galveston.
Ooh.
which
Back to Galveston.
I know.
That's fun.
Yeah, I never even thought about the possibility.
Who's coming to talk? Do you know? We'll have to.
I don't have
we'll
that
have to
information
go
on my sheet.
to countylibrary.org.
There
and
you go. That's how you find out.
Find
See?
it and click for more information. Okay. Well, that sounds great
And
over
our
there.
Facebook
Tell us.
page, because we usually put all of our events
Yes.
up on our Facebook
Oh,
page.
good
Yes.
idea.
Yeah. So
Yes.
if, in addition to following South for more information about their move
Yes.
and our umbrella page, Montgomery County Memorial Library System, go ahead and follow RB Tullis Library and on their Facebook page and find all the information on events that are happening. They also have these nifty brochures here that they've made. You could go pick up one at your RB Tullis Library or any local library. We have our events calendars that are printed out. We also have reading logs where you can sign up for our summer reading program. And you could use Reader Zone, which is a really cool app that we use to track all of our books that we've read. So Reader Zone is available to anyone that has a device. You can download it from your Play Store or your Apple store, and then you'll just log in with a code. So the QR on our little graphic here, that QR code will take us to the summer reading page, and then of our website. And then from there, it'll give you like the code to your local library. So if you are closer to Tullis, you'll put in the code that asks for in Reader Zone for Tullis, and then it will automatically put you on their stats, and then you can start logging all the books that you've read. How many books do we need to read?
Oh my goodness, I believe it is 10 or 300 minutes.
10 for children or 300 minutes, and then
Yes.
adults is 10 books or 600 minutes.
600 minutes. Yes, that's correct.
Okay, so and once you've completed your 10 books or 300 minutes or 10 books or 600 minutes, what happens,
Yes.
Brandy?
So for children and for young adults, that's all the way through age 17. You will receive your completion bag that has all kinds of wonderful incentives in it. You will receive a free book of your choice. You can shop the book cart that they have ready with some new or gently used books.
Mhm.
It's always a wonderful thing. And the completion bags have coupons that are provided by generous sponsors that are in our community.
Mhm.
And we have great partnerships with them. They're not just for food, they are also for activities. I know at the juvenile level, there's one in there for the 7-acre wood. Of course, there's always goodies available, such as slushes over at Sonic
Mhm.
and things of that nature. And there's actually quite a few coupons because we have quite a wide sponsorship. I just can't say thank you enough to all of our sponsors. And do make sure that when you are at our countylibrary.org website, there is a sponsor page. You might want to have a quick look see at all of the generosity
Yeah.
that is out there. It is truly amazing. When you do complete your summer reading requirements, not only do you receive the completion bag, but you also receive a ticket. Now, don't lose the ticket because we're going to have a grand prize drawing
Mhm.
and grand prizes across all 3 categories: juvenile, young adult, and also we pick up the adult category for the grand prize drawing. You will get a customized book bundle at the branch that you're participating at if you are the grand prize winner. Also at the juvenile level across all branches, we want a big shout out to Space Center Houston for providing 4 general admission tickets to each branch for the juvenile levels grand prize.
That's awesome.
It is
Great
really
prize.
I love that place.
awesome.
It's so fun.
I know. It's fun and it's educational. So it's educational.
What? Just stop.
I don't know. I have a lot of fun with it. But anyway, and then also at the young adult level, don't lose those tickets because you too will receive as a grand prize a customizable book bundle. And then big thank you goes out to Inspire Rock.
Mhm.
New rock climbing place. It's on Luetta, I believe it is,
Yes.
and they provided all day passes, and it includes the gear and even a yoga session and fitness equipment use. Entire day pass for each YA grand prize winner across the branches.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
that is something really special. And we don't want to leave adults out. So last but not least, at the adult level, we have a variety
Mhm.
of prizes that we will tuck into your book bundle if you win that prize. But one thing that was generously provided by the Texas Department of Agriculture are these amazing things called arrow gardens. So it's like you can it's the neatest looking thing I've ever seen. It's like this pod that's about this big, has the light and everything overhead, and all the instructions, including salsa garden packet seeds.
Mm.
So you're going to be growing a lot of different things to make that wonderful summer fresh salad. But it is the neatest thing I have ever seen.
Is
And
it fail safe?
well,
Brandy, because you know I'm not
maybe.
very good with plants.
Isn't it funny? She admits that she has a problem with the plants and she might have a family member that has problems with the animals. I'm not sure, but I think that's kind of odd.
We're not very good.
No. They need an arrow garden. That way,
Mm.
hopefully, it is fail safe.
Well, because I'm an employee,
Oh, okay. That's
I'm exempt
true.
from winning the arrow garden.
You
But
could buy one.
yeah, well,
Yeah.
I mean, I've got some plants, Tina, that are growing. I've had to remove them from my
Mm.
desk and put them in the lounge. I'm working on it.
Natural light in the
I'm
lounge.
trying to be a better plant mom.
She's a great plant mom, is the truth. She's just being modest.
I don't know.
But anyway, all these wonderful prizes are available to you. And we want you to know that even though July is here, the summer reading program this year goes all the way through until July 26th.
Yes.
So there's still time to log your books. There's
Mhm.
still time to pick up your completion bag and to make sure that you are definitely you know exactly where to locate your ticket is what I'm trying to get
Right,
across here. I want to
right.
make sure no one throws away that ticket because that grand prize drawing will be done after the summer reading
Yeah.
program.
And a lot of our branches are doing like a, I don't know what to call it. We had kickoff parties, and now we're having a
Like end of
A
summer
wrap
part.
up?
Yeah.
wrap up party.
Mm.
Are you guys doing a wrap up at Tullis?
Yes.
Okay.
Our pizza party.
Ooh, pizza.
Don't they call those dough shows? I love those.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
It's not the Domino's.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not. Oh, it's
No,
a
it's
different pizza party.
Yes.
Oh, very good. Well, you know what? I don't know if I've ever met anybody that didn't want to go to the pizza party and have pizza. So I think it's going to be a hit.
Will it be gluten-free pizza?
Oh my goodness.
I'm playing.
Unfortunately, I doubt that.
Yeah, it's so expensive.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that is fun. I'm excited to see what our numbers are at the end of summer,
Mhm.
because this is turning out to be a really successful summer for our summer reading program.
Yes.
Yeah.
The numbers look great.
Yep.
Absolutely. So we want to take this time to thank our library friends groups for making this show possible. Our library friends provide additional funding for programs and events that take place throughout the year. Their generosity and volunteerism know no bounds. Make sure to visit one of your local county libraries for a first time free this episode library card.
She only did it one time.
One
All
time.
right. Thank you, Tina, for hanging out with us and spilling a little bit of library tea. We also want to say thank you to Richard and his brain. Thank you, Richard,
Yes.
for your brain.
Thank you, Richard.
All right. Again, none of this would be possible without the generosity of our friends, our library friends groups across the county. Thank you, library friends.
You are the best. Now go read.
Woohoo!